Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at a unique China private equity and venture capital investor database. This video highlights a rare and unique database of institutional grade investor contacts. It's never been offered before, and it provides great insight into the China venture capital and private equity infrastructure. So this database contains fund managers, key investment contacts, 14,500 emails. You're going to see the spreadsheet coming up in just a second. It's important to understand that these type of databases and contacts are very, very hard to find. They're very hard to compile, and they're not as public as a lot of the ones you might see in the US, UK, and Europe. So what I've done is I've taken my master database of 400,000 contacts that I've compiled from a number of sources, put it together in a nice package to offer clients that are looking for access to China venture capital and private equity. This database is for institutional grade clients only. So let's take a look at the database. Okay, first we're going to take a look at the master spreadsheet so that you can understand how I build the smaller databases like the China database. If you've watched previous videos, you know I do this for Middle East, private equity, real estate, other sectors, other countries. So you see we start off with 99,000 rows of funds, and if I go up to the very top, you can see that we have columns such as name, the background of the fund, the inception year, asset class, strategy, primary region. We have fund managers and all kinds of information about the different sectors, types of investments, and then we also have information in regard to addresses and contacts. So those are for the funds themselves. Now let's go right into the contacts because that's really the most important part of the master database. 412,000 contacts, and if we scroll up to the very top, you can see you're going to see roles such as fund manager, firm type, so you're going to see in funds, you're going to see private equity, investment banks, family investment offices, venture capital, anything having to do with raising capital is in this particular database. It's probably the greatest source that you're going to find if you're looking for really, really substantial information on who helps get funding, whether it's for startups or whether it's for established firms, debt, equity, you name it. So you can see on the top we've got the name, the title, asset class, we've got the emails. In this particular master database is about 277,000 emails. You have telephone, city, and country, of course. Again, being a global database, there's pretty much everybody in it who's in the institutional fundraising sector. So now let's take a look at the next part of it, which is going to show the China database specifically. Okay, so now just talking about the China screening here, and I'm doing this for clients that are interested in approaching key contacts to raise funds for either venture capital or private equity specifically. And you can see there's 16,580 entries, and we'll go up to the very top. So those would be the funds. Now some of these are historical funds, so it goes back a few years, but it's just to give you some perspective of what the database includes. Many of these are also 2022, 2023, 2024. So they're all obviously still in play for investments. You've got asset class, the strategy, primary region, status, fund size. So this particular part has a fair bit of information about what they're looking for. There's a lot of information here regarding real estate and private equity. And if I scroll over to the right, then you're going to see more information on the actual contact, address, firm, info at emails as well. Now let's take a look at the contacts. So if we go to the contacts here, there's 14,500 key contacts that work for private equity firms, investment banks, you name it. This is a fantastic list if you're looking to raise capital from China. So you've got the fund manager, firm type, you're going to have their name, their title, the asset class that they focus in on. Again, the emails, 14,500 of them. You're still going to have to clean this database from time to time because people change, roles change. All these databases are not used for spamming. They're used for research into particular firms, because again, you're going to get their website info. You're going to get all the information you need to make educated choices of whether you want to contact them. How hard is it to get these type of databases? Well, you saw that I had to have a database 400,000 contacts to start off with. So you can't Google these. You can't hire somebody who can scrape the internet for these. These a lot of times are ones that are kind of private, kind of more hidden from the public view. But these are the key contacts if you're looking to raise capital in China in 2025. For more information, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.